A big issue for electric car owners is, where can I fill up? How long will it take? And how far will that charge take me? But range anxiety doesn't have to spoil your ride. Not with these two models at least, the Audi e-Tron and the Kia e-Niro. Although being electrically powered is about the only thing they have in common. Price-wise, they're certainly in different leagues. While the Kia will set you back around 35,000 euros in Germany, the Audi will cost you at least double that. So what do you get for your money? The Kia comes in a compact SUV body. With a length of 4 meters 38, it falls some way short of the Opel Grandland X, but trumps the Jeep Renegade. Despite those compact dimensions, the Kia still has enough space to sit 4 adults. And the 450-liter trunk beats that of its rivals. Being an electric car also means a smaller motor and no transmission or exhaust. Plus, the battery is stowed under the floor. All of that frees up more space for passengers and cargo. And as the engine compartment needs precious little cooling, the radiator grille is closed up, enhancing the car's aerodynamics. Once you're on the road, another benefit of e-cars becomes rapidly apparent. They're nice little movers. Our Niro is fitted with a more powerful 64-kilowatt battery, which boosts output to 150 kilowatts. And the chunky 395 Newton meters of torque are available from the off. So zipping along country roads and overtaking are absolutely no problem. Another plus, having the battery down under lowers the center of gravity and raises the car's road-hugging abilities. Highways, however, are not the ideal habitat for electric cars. They have an electronically limited top speed. In the Niro's case, 167 kilometers per hour. But if you do push the pedal to the metal, you'll soon have to think about where the next charging station is. And that's where there is still a problem for longer journeys. Germany's Autobahn network is hardly a world beater. Having to charge up every 300 kilometers could leave you stranded in a supermarket parking lot. But for short urban trips or the daily commute, it's not an issue. Regenerative braking means that in and around the city, your range can easily go up to 450 kilometers. The rate of discharge depends on the station. The Kia could get a full charge in half an hour with a capacity of 100 kilowatts, but often just 11 kilowatts per hour are available. There are a growing number of 50 kilowatt stations, translating into a charge time of 1 hour max. Not bad, Kia. That time could drop to under 30 minutes with the Audi e-Tron, thanks to its 95 kilowatt battery and a theoretical charging capacity of 150 kilowatts. But Germany needs more charging stations like this one on the outskirts of Hamburg. It has a maximum rate of 350 kilowatts. The question is, why is this first-class facility located next to a garden center?
It wasn't our idea. The operator liked the location so much they built the biggest facility they could here. We have 2 highways right by our door. And we're in Hamburg, but right on the southern edge. So we have highways to Bremen and Hanover right close by.
We go on a trip around Hamburg in the Audi, which is a completely different experience to the Kia. While the Niro is pretty nippy, the e-Tron is a powerhouse. With a curb weight of 2.5 tons, it's some 700 kilos heavier than the Kia. On the other hand, you can enjoy the benefits of a fantastically constructed body and air suspension. The Audi positively glides along. As with any car, energy consumption rises exponentially with your speed. And the Audi engineers made a massive effort, especially with the aerodynamics. For example, among the optional extras are outside mirror cameras, which extend your range by up to 4 kilometers and are a source of pride for the designers.
Also das war natürlich eine riesige Challenge.
Designing these virtual wing mirrors was a huge challenge. What really made it fun was having had this element fitted onto every show car over the last 10 or 15 years, but never being able to introduce the mirrors to production models.
Diesen virtuellen Außenspiegel in Serie bringen zu können.
And what a challenge it was. The team had to keep the mirror's lens protected from dirt. And using a special wind tunnel, the aerodynamics were optimized to ensure that it remained unobstructed even in heavy rain. Saving energy in all areas was the priority for the Audi engineers, including the brakes. The e-Tron still comes with conventional brake discs, but in 90% of cases slows down using the electric motors. The effect is like that of regular brakes. Meanwhile, the energy from deceleration is automatically fed back into the batteries. And the results are impressive. In regular traffic conditions away from the highway, the Audi could just about reach 450 kilometers on the one charge. Economy is calculated in kilowatt hours. In the case of our Kia, around 20 per 100 kilometers. With the Audi, it's around 30 kilowatts, and no wonder. Not one, but 2 motors for all-wheel drive and an output of 300 kilowatts make it a power guzzler. So, what does this electricity cost? Not an easy one to answer given the different computation models. On our trip, it ranged from 0 at a public charging station to 64 cents per kilowatt. The latter would translate into 19 euros per 100 kilometers for the Audi. Nothing to sneeze at. Overall, we found the Kia e-Niro to be a very well-made e-car. The big drawback is that there's a waiting list of almost a year. The Audi is tricky. Sure, there's the outstanding comfort factor, making it ideal for long journeys, but there's room for improvement on the charging front. But one thing applies equally to both. They're only genuinely clean if their power comes from renewable sources.